Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mr. Thompson's art class. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the second part of the previous lesson. All right, so I want to get into that a little bit further because there was a lot of confusion and on how to do it properly. So I'm going to address some of that. I've updated today's slides with some additions to the last lesson. So that way, if you were one of those that I messaged about going back and looking over, there's some additional directions. Hopefully, that'll help you do it correctly. So we'll move on. Attendance, if you're asynchronous, you already know when depending on which days you are, when I assign those assignments, they are due that day before midnight. So, in order to get accounted present for your attendance, you need to do those assignments before midnight. At the very least, message me and tell me that you're having difficulty or something. So that way I can see that you at least logged in and attempted to submit the assignment. But I can't count you present if you don't get on Google Classroom and try to do that assignment at least. Okay. If you don't turn it in, make sure you're messaging something on there about your progress or something so I can see that you were attempting to. All right. So the joke of the day: what does a house wear? A dress. All right. So schedule reminders. This is going to be updated very shortly. I know there's some new times that they are working with for the face-to-face students that come back next week. So these schedules are going to adjust a little bit, not too much. They're going to be pretty similar to what they already are, but I know there's going to be I think some adjustments to third and fourth period. I'm not sure, but I'll update it on the Google Classroom and on this slide as soon as I get everything set in stone. Okay. All right, so champs, this is for if you're in the Google Meet session. There you go, conversation 0. Use the mute function on your mic. If you have a question or you need help, use the chat feature. Activity is independent. Movement stays seated. Participation, please take notes if you need to. And success, give your best effort to be successful. All right, so for your do now, I need you to explain the difference between curved lines and squiggly lines. All right, I discussed this a little bit yesterday. I want you to write it down, take a picture of it, and submit it with your assignment. All right, so that's for my asynchronous learners. Make sure you're writing down the difference between curved lines and squiggly lines. All right, if you don't know, here you go. A curved line is like the letter C. Squiggly lines are like the letter S. Right? Squiggly, wavy, curved, letter C. All right? There's the difference. Write it down and submit it. All right, so turn in your do now with your assignments. Don't forget to take a picture of it with your phone or your camera on your computer, whatever it is that, however you get those pictures taken. I need you to make sure you submit it with your assignment. That's the directions, right? If it's on the slide deck, okay, you watch the video. That's what I give you guys. I give you the resources to be successful. So I'm having a lot of us just submit the assignment or just the do now. I need you to submit both. You can take a picture of both of them side by side or take two separate pictures and submit each picture individually. That's up to you, but make sure you're getting both of those turned in. All right, so learning target. We will create art using the elements of art. Which elements we're going to be using line, all right, and how by verbal and visual instruction, and why to discover the fundamentals for creating artwork using line. And I said this yesterday, I'll say it again today. We're also using radial balance. Balance is one of your principles of design. It's just a coincidence that we're using radial balance also with this assignment. And value, actually, we're doing some shading, so you're using that as one of your elements as well. All right, just a reminder how to submit your work again. It's on the Google Slides from day 1. This is day 8 of instruction. All right, so online classroom rules, been over them. Responsibilities, been over them. Unacceptable behavior. Make sure you're adhering to all those. This is your unit organizer. Yesterday, this wasn't live. It was live in your Google Classroom, just not on my slide. But here you go. So here's our unit organizer. We're online right now. If you click on this live link, it'll take you to a presentation about line. All right, and it'll be the same for all of these live links. It'll take you to a presentation about each one of these subjects. UO Launch will take you to the unit organizer. Introduce terms will take you to some different vocabulary terms. Art history will take you to the art history unit organizer, which also has live links on those. And you click on each one of those live links, it'll take you to the art history period that we covered for that time. It's pretty cool, actually. All right, so if you missed any of the art history days, go back and click on those live links. The presentations are fun. All right, so the assignments. This is yesterday's kind of a review. So if you had trouble yesterday, I posted this so you can go back and it'll help you out. So this was the first step. All right, you're supposed to take a rectangle and turn it into a square. So how you do that is up to you. It doesn't have to be an exact square, but there you go. And then after you do it, you're going to draw 6 lines to make 12 spaces. All right. So think of it as the square paper as a pizza. It's a square pizza, and you're going to cut it into 12 slices. All right. Now you can fold it in half, and let me demonstrate that. Actually. So you can fold it. First, you just take your paper, and then you just kind of guesstimate to make the square. Right? Rip off this piece here. Or you can cut it off with scissors, discard that other little piece. Now you got a square, right? So you fold it in half. All right, this is the folded edge. This is the open edge. All right, so now you got a line down the middle, and you fold it in half again. So you have a cross. All right, you open it up, and you got a cross. All right, so now you got 4 slices of pizza. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, 4 slices. So fold it back. Now remember, this is the folded edge, and this is the open edge, right? Here's the open edge, folded edge. I'm not trying to do a magic trick on you. All right, so the folded edge is right here. You're going to fold it again. All right, so now this is still the folded edge, and this is the new folded edge. All right, so you're going to pinch it right here on the corner of the folded edges. Now, these are the open ends. All right, so what you're going to do now is you're going to take a corner, keep pinching that folded corner. All right, folded edge, open edges. All right, so you're going to take, keep pinching that folded corner. You're going to take the corner of the folded edge and fold it inwards about halfway. So it kind of dissects the paper halfway. Right, so if you line up this corner, it should be almost lined up with the corner of the bottom here. All right, then you crease it. All right, now you got this last edge. You want to fold it, overlap, just perfectly overlap this here. And then you crease it again. All right, so now you got like a dart. You know those things that you throw at teachers? All right, now open it up. And there you go. You have 12 slices of pizza. Now all you got to do is go over these lines with a pencil, and it'll look just like it does on the slide right there. Okay, now that's how you do it. I demonstrated it for you, so please, I'm having a lot of students have issues getting that part right. All right, so there's your demonstration. Go back and redo it if you had trouble the first time, so you can catch up. Now, all right, so Step 2, after you get your lines drawn and it looks like this in step 1, you're going to go and draw 4 curved lines. All right, a curved line is like the letter C. All right, so they're going to be facing outwards from the center. All right, so there, your center is right here. Your C is facing away from the center. All right, 4 lines from the center all the way to the edge of your paper. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the outside edge. You see that they space out, so you fill out that whole space. Don't draw them all close together so you have a big space towards the edge. All right, so space them out evenly so you got room between the center and the edge of your paper to spread out evenly. All right, so that's step 2. All right, that's your first set of curved lines, the letter C. Now, step 3, you're going to draw another set of curved lines on the next slice of pizza, right next to the one you just drew. And those lines are going to be touching the edge of the other lines, but the C's are going in the opposite direction. Right? So now the C's are facing towards the center and not away from the center. Right? So it's like a backward C. All right. So now if you look at slice of pizza 1 and slice of pizza 2, it makes kind of a letter S. Now a lot of students are making that letter S in one slice of pizza. No, each slice of pizza is a separate letter C. One is going in one direction and the other one is going in the other direction. Okay? So that's a big issue if you're having that would make a squiggly line and not a curved line. If you have the curve going in 2 different directions in the same slice of pizza. They need to all be facing the same direction in each slice of pizza, okay? And then when you get to the next slice of pizza, it's shifting to the opposite direction, but the edge of the lines, the end of the lines are still touching the other line. You see that? All right, so now you move to the next slice of pizza, and it's going back in the other direction. All right, so you shift back to the direction, the C's are going in the same direction as the first slice of pizza. All right, so the first slice of pizza and the third slice of pizza, the C's are going in the same direction. Now, the second slice of pizza, the C's are going in the opposite direction. And when you get to the fourth piece of pizza, those C's are going to go in the same direction as the third slice of pizza. Okay, so when you're done, it'll look like this. I really hope that helps some of you that are struggling with this, that, you know, on which way the curves are supposed to be going. All right, so that would have been all of the first part of the lesson on our previous day. I had a lot of students that struggled with this and turned it in incorrectly, so I'm giving you the opportunity to go back and fix it now. All right, so I won't, as long as you get the assignment today right, I'll go back and I'll look at those first ones. But if you turn in the first one with today's assignment, if you turn it in, if you just keep working on the one that you did incorrectly, you're not going to get 100. I want you to know that right now. So if you're one of those that messed it up, go back and fix it so you can get 100 on both assignments, or you're not going to get that 100 on both assignments if you don't fix it. Okay, so I mean, I did one this morning. I was able to do this whole step 5 in less than 2 minutes. Okay, and I know that I'm an art teacher, so you know I can do it quicker than a lot of you. But I mean, it won't take you that long. All right, even if you slow down, read each one, and take your time, it won't take you more than 10 minutes. Okay, so please, if you did it incorrectly the first time, go back and redo it. That way I can give you, if I returned your grade and it was less than 100, go back and redo it. All right, so I'm just saying. All right, so next, label. All right, so this is another part that a lot of the students had trouble with. Okay, so you're going to label each other space with a B. It's going to be like a checkered pattern. All right, so make sure you're not labeling if a slice of pizza next to one slice of pizza has a B in the same spot, you need to go back and correct that. Right? If the slice of pizza next to one slice of pizza should have the B in a different spot, just like a checkered pattern. All right. So when you're done, it's going to be looking like this. All right. So you're going to shade in the areas labeled with a B. All right. And after you do that, if you have use shading. All right. So try to leave the center area lighter than the outer areas, as you can see, or you can go over it with a black marker and then use a white color pencil to do some shading to get this cool effect that this student here is doing. All right. And here's some finished ones where they use shading with a white color pencil. Now you can, if you don't have a white color pencil or any color pencils or anything like that, you can just use your pencil. Now I'm giving you the option on this. If you have color pencils, you can shade those in with any color you want. Okay. So I don't mind if you use color or you use black. Whatever you have. But you are absolutely allowed to use color on this assignment if you want. And see the white sections, they did a little shading too, the opposite of shading on the black sections. So that makes it look really cool too. So you got some great options for this assignment. Make sure you take advantage of that. And when you turn it in, it'll be really cool. Okay. So that's it. Make sure you take a picture of your due now and your assignment and upload it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And we'll see you next time on Art History Friday. All right. Y'all take care.